Coming at you with a Shaun short episode on the Always Another Game podcast, where we go inside my mind to share a story from the past in my sporting days and how that relates now into life, business, parenting, because skills are transferable. And today I want to talk to you about the unpredictability of sport. The same way how your business is unpredictable, parenting is unpredictable, life is unpredictable. And in a sporting sense, I could wake up in the morning, every game, feel prepared, but I have no idea what is going to happen. There was games that I would turn up and the lights broke, so the games got cancelled. There were games, multiple games in my latter part of my career where the games were delayed because there was still a queue of fans outside, very different to football. Ice hockey over here, they want the fans in the rink, so they would delay face-off. So you go through your preparations and all the timings are right, and then they would say face-off's delayed by 20 minutes. So you're sitting there getting cold after warm-up, and it was just part of it. And this is the thing, we wake up every day and we have no idea what's going to happen. We think we do, we have our routine planned, we have our cold ice baths, or we've got to get the kids breakfast at this time and leave the house at this time. We have no idea what could happen. Flat tire, we run out of cereal, there's no ice for the ice bath, something like that. And what I'm trying to get at is you can have the best game plan in the world. So each week we knew who we were going to play against, and we're like, right, we're going to set up this way and we're going to practice all week to set up this way. But unless you've got somebody from your team scouting the other team's situation in training, we have no idea what they're planning. They may plan something completely different that contradicts our plan. They may be on a good day. They may be on a really confident day because they had a great training. You have to, in life, be prepared for the unpredictable. And to do that, there are certain things that you do need to do. Now, one thing that we would do in a game, and I remember this one time with one team, is we would practice this one system. And quite often, a certain style of play would happen, and we never got that next phase right because we didn't know what to do. When that situation happened, we weren't able to adapt quickly enough to that second phase. And I think what started to happen is we did start to train that second phase. So look, if this doesn't work out, this is what you do next. And I think we need to do that a little bit more often. Some people will often say, you heard people talk in high up and like, look, there's no plan B, there's no plan C, it's just plan A, get plan A done. Life doesn't work like that, in my opinion. It's great to have a plan A, but you have to be ready to adapt and overcome. We've spoken about this before in the podcast, that you need to be prepared to do something different as quick as possible. You see it in football. Teams are losing 2-0. Sometimes managers freeze. Other times they go, right, these 2-3 players are going to change the game for me in this formation, this system. And they do. They come on, the game changes, and they look like a genius. Well, they were able to adapt to see what the other team was doing and how they could overcome it to win the game. So thinking about whatever it is that you may be challenging you at the moment, so if it is business or life, okay, well what if this first plan of action doesn't go right? Now, we can make a plan B, or we can just be prepared. And being prepared is performing every day, low on stress, well slept, well hydrated, well fueled. If we're looking after ourselves consistently on a daily basis, we're better to handle difficult scenarios, that we're not going to panic and make and go on reaction. We're going to take the time to assess and make a good decision, and it's not going to ruin our days. That's what we want, right? We want to be happy. We don't want to ruin our days. The other thing is reps. When we rep something well enough, one thing I always teach my clients is when things are going well, we build. When we have energy and we're feeling good, we build habits for the times when things aren't going well, so that we're more equipped to handle those scenarios. Whereas a lot of people, when they're going well, they stop. They stop implementing things. And that actually then could be a detriment further down the line, because life's a little bitch. Okay, it will hit you when you least expect it, and you need to be ready. So practicing your reaction and decision making within a sporting environment, something I do a lot with the kids on the ice and in football, is help their decision making and help their reaction times. So these have a carryover into life. But if you're looking at the business element or just at adulting element, you can still practice your decision making. how often do people say, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. You choose. No, make a decision. It builds confidence. Decision making builds confidence. If you're somebody who sits back on the fence and doesn't like making them, when you start making them, you will see a shift in your action. You'll see a shift in your motivation, and you'll want to make more decisions. You can practice reactions as well. Within your business, you can create scenarios of a difficult time, and how would I implement? What would I react on? Just look at lockdown. Not many people were ready for that, but the ones that were able to adapt were the ones who survived. So that was our biggest wake-up call within business. And you'll find a lot of businesses now are what they would call COVID proof, because they are ready for big scenarios like that things don't go wrong. And lastly, self-belief. You've got to believe in yourself that you will overcome it, that you can find a solution, that you can raise your game. So, in a team sport that I played, if a team's coming at us and attacking us and we're playing terribly, I could let that affect me mentally, or I could decide, you know what, I'm going to step up my game to help my team. I always remember one game. I think we ended up losing once. We lost the game, but I just decided that we were playing badly. I was just going to go and be a nuisance on the ice. I was going to hit and just show the other team that, yes, you may be winning, but we will play to the final whistle. And next time when we are at our best, you're going to get the same again. For me, it wasn't always about winning the game. I always got taught to play to the whistle, play to the end. No matter what the score, you play your best. And other people recognize that. They recognize that you're not a quitter. You're going to make it tough every single night that you're playing against them. And the other players don't like that. And it's the same in life. People won't like it if you show up and be consistent and be ruthless and make sure that you're going to make it work, because you can raise your game. So sport, like life, is unpredictable. The key is to be best prepared as you possibly can, which is having your plan, having your routine. It's very important for us that we do have that. But having the skills available to you and being in the position to implement those skills. So the skills, again, are the decision-making, the reactions, having composure, and being able to use those is being well slept, low stress, well hydrated, well fueled. Those things are going to lead you to long-term success in whatever you choose to do in life. Okay, so remember to adapt and overcome by being prepared today. If you've taken anything away from today, please share the episode. Please leave us a review. It helps grow the podcast, and it helps spread the message that we're trying to share here, that skills in life are transferable. If you're great in one area, you can be great in another. And always remember, there is another game. Take care, everyone.